Hey everybody, it's your boy, Joe's on your background now video. You know it. Anyways, guys, today I'm gonna do another story time vid. I haven't done in a while. Talking about how my first real job and this interesting experience I had with my friend who got me the job on a night on this particular night. So my first real job, I was a Cutco representative. I worked for a sales representative. I worked for Cutco, which is a company that specializes in selling fine cutlery and which is knives and stuff for your kitchen and hunt like military knives and stuff like that. So I would go door to door to people's houses and set up appointments to do like a presentation with the not like a starter set that I get and cut them do the starters and show them with the project and then ask if they want to buy it at the end. And after that, I had to ask for referrals to other people from their friends to refer me. And I got this job from my friend. The way the job actually works was they give you a call. A friend nominates you for an idea as a job. They call you, and then through that interview on the phone, they decide if they want to work with you or not. And then they bring you in for the interview, and then they see if you want to get the job. I went to get the job. Then I went to training for about 3 weeks, or beginning of a week, 1 week, which was like 3 days. I had to go from school to training, and then after training was done, I started doing. So the way my thing worked was I had to do appointments every few months, weeks, and call in after I did and see if I made a sale after I did the appointment and anyways, I called. I had to do these things on Cutco, the one company I had. I'm not sure if all Cutco company had it, but on Wednesday nights we had a mandatory 10 o'clock meeting to attend to, 10 o'clock p.m. meeting. It kind of went till like 11, maybe 12, 11 o'clock, and then usually we would do something all as a group at the end of the day. Most likely either go to like Chili's and get something to eat, or go to Chili's or get something to eat, or get I don't know. One time we played beer pong without being beer, just being water, in the office after we were done with our meeting. And I'm not gonna say it, but not trying to gloat, but I crushed it. I'm pretty good at beer pong, really good actually at it. Do I play it as much as I want to anymore? No, because to this day I have had problems when I used to drink heavily, so I don't play it as much. And when I do play it, I don't observe the rule all the time where you drink every time. Even if they get a shot on me, I will hand it to my buddy to drink because I will not drink too much of it. I'll drink maybe like two of the cups and that's it. Anyways, what was I saying? It's a while back, and I'll tell you stories about that later. Anyways, back to the video. What was I saying? So on this one particular night on Wednesday, I had my friend who was a driver at the time. I didn't get my license at the time yet. I didn't even have a car. So my friend, who was also my doctor's son, who got me the job, and was my ride to and from to the meetings, mandatory meetings. At these meetings, we would just go on what's going on in the news, like how much people had sold for the week or the month or whatever. I had the job for about 2 months, I would say, 3. Because at that time, after 3 months, I started not getting enough of referrals to make up to actually do the job anymore, and I just decided to quit. But it was a good job. I was making about, $80 a month. No. Yeah, $80 a week. Yeah, $80 a week for each job. Yep. I got paid on what's it called? Fuck. For everything I sold, I get half of what I sold. Is basically what I get. That adds up every month until a monthly check. But I get paid weekly as well, which was pretty big. So what was I saying? Dang it. Oh, fuck. What was I saying? Um, I did a lot of other I did a lot of other cool stuff. Or no, so this one particular night I had to do a meeting, and my friend, I had met one of my other coworkers who was a coworker before. But she was I guess she had taken a break from the job for a while or something like that. I don't know. And particularly this night, she was I guess a friend of my Matthew or something like that, or she had been out of town. I don't know what, but my friend is Matthew. That was the guy who got me the job. That's all I'm gonna say. His first name. I can say his last name. And we were driving down. We ended the meeting. We had dinner. Well, we went and had dinner. We went to Chili's. We joked around a little bit. And then we went, and then the woman I had met, the coworker, had asked us, my friend Matthew, who was already giving me a ride home, yo, because he lived in the same neighborhood as I did, yo, is it alright if you give me a ride home tonight? I have no one else to be able to pick me up. And we're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Well, he's like, we're both said, sure, that's fine. I really didn't care either. Even though I had like class the next morning at like 9 o'clock, so it kind of did ruin me a little bit, but I didn't care. It was the nice thing to do. And by this time I was already in college, so it was my second year of college, I believe, or first, I don't know, second year or first year, I don't remember which. Anyways, this guy sat next to me. So she's she gets in the car. Young African American lady, must have been like 22. I don't know how old she was. We're driving down, and his windows are darker because he has that blocker thing, or like shade windows. But I couldn't see, and it was also really pitch black out. So the only thing was like street lights. So I can make a couple landmarks. So a store, some stuff. And I'm driving closer, and what I'm seeing is okay. Like, I don't see any problem with it. So I just turn to her and say, well, we're halfway into our neighborhood. Yo, you have a pretty nice neighborhood here. And then she looks at me and says, motherfucker, are you dumb? I lived in the hood. And I'm like, well, my bad. I didn't know that shit. Dude, it's pitch black. I said, it's pitch black outside. I can't tell where's shit. And then my friend says, this motherfucker, there's hookers right over there. And my friend then turns to me and looks and jokes around and says, yo, you want to pick up a hooker? And I said, yo, I can't partake because I have a girlfriend. But if you want to, it's your car, bro. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's up to you. It's your call, not my job, not my call. And he was joking, I'm not sure if he was, I think he was joking for sure, he was joking, but he was also, I don't know. And we end up dropping her off, and we go home. We drive home, and he drives me to my house, and we ate dinner. I got Sonic as well, and we ate dinner. And I just remember eating my dinner while he was in my house, and then I took my medicine and I just said goodbye and went upstairs and went to sleep. Yeah, because I was beat after that. But I can't believe, in my defense, I have never been in the hood. Well, I have been in the hood in Chicago, and it was a hood neighborhood, but it was like a nice hood neighborhood. It was in the suburbs. But, and it didn't look like in the hood when I went in there, because I went during the daytime. I mean, you go in the hood during, like, the night. I just couldn't tell it was the hood, because hood in Florida looked a lot different than the hood I remember in Chicago. Because the hood in Chicago, Illinois, the suburbs that I saw, was maybe there was 2 bars in the street, pretty old roads, and maybe some guys with their pants sagging out. Never a hooker or anything like that, or a crackhead, and that's unless you go into the city. That's when you go into the city you find that shit, but not here. So yeah, I'd say that's the end of this video, guys. Interesting story time. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and hope you'll have a good weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow with a review after I go see Dark Phoenix, X-Men Dark Phoenix. See you later, guys.